company has been around for the last 132 years, and as you guys may know already, we work with this beautiful plant, and I believe we all know it's called aloe vera, right? What we're using to make the products is just the gel inside of the leaf. So basically, this is what goes in the product, ladies and gentlemen. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you guys what I believe is the easiest way to get the gel out of the leaf. But first, I need to tell you something about the aloe vera plant itself, guys. This aloe vera plant is not original from Aruba. History tells us, I wasn't there, but the history tells us that the Dutch brought it from Africa to Aruba way back in the 1840s. After 60 years, by the 1900s, 2/3 of the island was covered with aloe vera. So the first real economy here in Aruba was the economy, ladies and gentlemen. Look, guys, some other islands around us had sugarcane, some other islands had cotton. We have aloe vera. And believe me, one of the best aloe vera in the whole world. So, let me show you something real quick. When they started back in the day, they did not start working with the gel. When they started only working with this, with the yellow sap right here. Why was that? Well, guys, let me tell you something I'm sure a lot of people don't know. That yellow sap right there is actually a very strong natural laxative, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any trouble going number 2, believe me, guys, all it takes is 1 tablespoon of that and any drinks, and you're good to go. And go. And go. And go. So watch out with that. It's very strong, okay? I just want to make something clear. If you guys go aloe vera back home, I'm assuming you guys from the US, you guys from Colombia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which part of Colombia, actually?
Bogotá, Barranquilla.
Barranquilla. Okay. In Barranquilla, you maybe see the yellow. In Bogotá, you guys will never see the yellow. In the US, you guys will never see the yellow. Why? The aloe vera in the Caribbean and Africa is a little bit stronger. Why? We have the perfect soil and the perfect weather for it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure, voy a decir en español, no estoy seguro en Barranquilla, la única parte en Colombia que yo vi el amarillo fue en La Guajira, porque es tierra desierta, es tierra seca. Pero en otras partes era cristalino, ya era transparente, es transparente, okay? Guys, the only place in the US I saw a little of the yellow coming out was in Arizona. But it makes sense because of the weather and the soil right there. And believe me, guys, I caught aloe vera myself in California, in Texas, North Carolina, Maryland, South Florida, Europe, South America. It's always clear, but it has to do with the weather and the soil you grow the plant in it. But you know what? Good news. The clear sap is still a laxative. It's just not as strong. So instead of 1 tablespoon, back home, you guys may need about 2 or 3. Remember, not everybody's system is the same. Some people need a little bit less, some people a little bit more, but at the end of the day, 100% you will go to the restroom for sure. That's the double bottle, okay? But don't get too excited. We don't sell that anymore, okay? Back in the day, Aruba used to sell this yellow to the laboratories, to the pharma industry. Before they ship it, they used to cook it, boil it for 10 hours. Why? In the meantime, you're cooking that, it will get concentrated, it will become solid, it will become hard. Why they did it? Well, guys, the only reason is this. Something solid and blocked is just easier to transport or to ship than something liquid. When those blocks reach all the way to the labs, then they crush it, they grind it, and with the powder of it, they used to make back then laxative pills and laxative products. But you guys know what? In the 1960s, they stopped buying it. Why? They started using synthetics and chemicals alternative. Cheaper, lower cost, more profit. But what about our health? Well, guys, believe me, it's all about the money, guys. It's all about the chin-chin, you know? So what we did as a company, we stopped working with this, and then Aruba Aloe focused only on the crystal gel, and they switched to the cosmetics business, skincare products and haircare products. We don't make any aloe vera drinks or any aloe vera edibles. Everything we have inside is for the external use only, guys. Remember that good, okay? Look, I like to put emphasis on this because believe me, when you guys go later on inside, you guys will see something looks like candy. It's no candy, guys. Don't try to eat them.
Sugar
You guys will be amazed. You guys will be amazed how many people eat those every day. And no children, grown people. So I'm watching you. I'm watching you guys. Okay, I'm watching you. What is the best way to get the gel out of the leaf? Bye-bye. What's the best way to get the gel? Look, all you guys need is a sharp knife, okay? Believe me, guys. On YouTube, crazy ways to do it. So look, first thing you do, you cut the back side of the leaf. Then you take the two pointies as well, this right here. There goes one. Second one over here. Then you take the flat form of it and like fillet it in the face, guys. Look at this. Look how easy it is. And you know what, people? It's my first time doing this. Never did it before, guys. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Believe me, guys. And how you get it out? Look at this. Look at the back. Always use the back side of the knife, okay? The back side, not the sharp side, but the back side of the knife. And then you do this. Look at this, guys.
Wow.
Voila. Not that bad from the first time, right, man?
Right.
You know what? I believe in my first life, I was a fisherman. Maybe yes, maybe no. You never
Maybe.
know, right? Listen, guys, around the gel, you still have some of that. My recommendation to you guys, especially in the Caribbean, before you use the gel, even on your skin, make sure you soak it in plain water at least 30 minutes. Why? Two reasons. That yellow is so strong in the Caribbean, some of you guys may be allergic to it on the skin. I saw people getting rashes, allergies. I even saw people getting burnt. Look, guys, let me tell you something real quick. Sometimes people ask us inside if they are allowed to come here and take pictures. We don't have any problem with that. But you know what they do instead? They come here, they start breaking pieces, and they start rubbing it all over their body. You know what happens next? True story. They go back inside like this. What's going on with me? What's going on with me? What's going on with you? You're gonna allergic reaction. That's what's going on. You know what I mean? So to prevent all of that, 30 minutes of plain water. Second reason. Do you guys find like a funny smell around there? You didn't get it yet? No? A little bit. Little bit? Okay, guys. I need a volunteer. Who really has a good sense of smell? Nobody? Nothing have gonna happen to you guys. Just to no? Okay, believe you guys. This stinks, guys. This stinks. This smell like a mix of bad body odor with chicken broth with onions. That's the smell you got right there, love it? Okay. You see, it's my first day, but I know a lot. You wanna smell it, sir?
We're all sweaty.
You got it? You got it right there? You got it? Okay, he got it from there. Imagine if you just go close to it. Guys, let me tell you a funny story. Hey, baby! When I have bigger groups, the people standing in that area over there, they start doing this all the time. Then they start smelling the neighbor on the side. It's that right there, guys. So believe me, you don't want that on your skin the whole day. So make sure you wash it out. Actually, the only reason I wear gloves is because the smell of that is. I hate the smell. Look, after you wash it and you get rid of the yellow, then you can use the gel for like a sunburn, a kitchen burn, an open wound, a scratch, or just as a moisturizer for dry skin. But the same gel is also very good and healthy for your inside. So you can also eat it or drink it, especially if you have stomach problems, like gastritis, stomach burn, small ulcers, acid reflux, or just as a detox. Don't forget it, detox, laxative. It's two different things, guys, not the same. Don't confuse it, okay? How do you eat it? How do you drink it? After you wash it, you can just eat it raw, or you can just blend it with some other fruits you like, make a smoothie, and drink it. What is the taste? If you wash it like I told you, there is no taste in it. It's just watery. What's very bitter is the yellow cell right there. So by any chance, you at home drinking your aloe vera, of eating it, and you still feel like the bitterness is going down, you better stay home. Don't go out because you're gonna get in trouble. You know? Just an advice, you never know. And guys, don't believe because you don't see the yellow back home, your clear sap back home, still gonna be bitter. It's still gonna be a laxative. So always make sure you wash it before you consume it.
How much do you put in a smoothie?
I'm gonna give you my personal doses. Everybody has their own use, but I'm gonna give you my personal dose. Let me say I have like, let me say a big leaf like this. What I normally do, I cut this in half. I leave one half in water soaking one night before till the next morning. The first thing I do when I wake up, empty stomach, what I do is I blend it by itself and I just drink it half of that. Some people might cut it in 3 pieces. I do 2 pieces of that.
And then your leftover, can you put it in water and put it in the fridge?
That's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Water, close it in the fridge, but it's gonna be good for 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
After 4 or 5 days, you're gonna see instead of clear, it's gonna start becoming red brown. We're gonna start becoming like oxidizing. You know, aloe vera is like a vegetable, so it will rot after a couple of days. Some people believe they're smart. You know what they do? They freeze it. I don't recommend to do that because everything you freeze, you're gonna lose properties in it. So the best way to use it, fresh water. Good question.
Thank you.
Any more questions, guys? I like questions.
Do you do anything with the outside skin?
That's a good question as well. Look, guys, the skin of the leaf and the yellow cell, when we drain it out, we mix everything together. We actually grind it together. All the way in the back of the field, we have 3 big holes. We throw everything in it for 16, 18 weeks and become compost. And then we use it back as fertilizer for the soil and for the plant. So as you can see, we try to be as sustainable as possible. So we try to recycle everything. And I believe that's smart. Why? We don't make any waste, ladies.
Yeah.
Now,
when you harvest, how much of the plant do you leave left?
1 second. When they harvest, I
Okay.
don't do that. I will never do that. No. I'm a talker, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. Yes, sir. They do it by hand, sir.
But do they leave? How much of the plant?
Let
do
me
they
say,
leave
let
left?
me tell you something. Let me just show you something real quick before. Look, aloe vera will give you babies all the time. Babies or suckers or shoes, okay? So what we normally do, we pull them out and replant them again. From this size to a plant ready to harvest in Aruba, 9 months. Like a real baby, you see? And after 9 months, we never harvest in the whole plant. We only harvest in the big leaves from the outside because the aloe vera regrows from the inside. So we are able to use the same plants for like 20 or 30 years. Let me go back to your question. A mature plant can give you like 22, 26 leaves, depends. Normally we leave always behind 6 to 8 leaves. And then we're gonna regrow again after 10, 11 months. So basically, each plant is only harvested once a year.
So can you replant that plant on the
All of
ground?
them will go back. I can even tell you this, guys. I can leave these plants here for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Come back in 8 months, dig a hole, put it in, give it some water, it will still be alive. Aloe vera is a very resistant plant. Of course, you can grow it indoor, but indoor, the only advice I have for you guys, very little water. The most common mistake that people do when they grow it indoor is overwatering. Especially, guys, if you grow it like in a cold place that you need to grow indoor, believe me, once a month, it's all the plant with the water you need. If you give it water like daily or weekly, it will rot.
This isn't about aloe, but what kind of tree is this?
Okay, in Aruba, you're gonna hear 2 names. If you ask a real Arubian like me, I will tell you it's called Watapana tree.
Once upon a tree.
Watapana. New Arubians will tell you it's called Divi tree. But Divi is just a fruit. A tree itself is called Watapana. But people just for easier saying it, they say Divi tree. But the real name is Watapana.
Watapana. It's very tight.
Not bad for my first day, right, guys? See what I'm good fish,
You're
you know?
very smart.
Guys, let me just give you something real quick. Do you guys remember I told you guys back in the day, Aruba used to produce this for the laboratories? Well, guys, just to give you guys an idea how big this aloe vera business was for us, this tiny island called Aruba used to be the biggest producer of that. Aruba alone produced 45% of that for the whole world. And guys, let's be honest, let's be real. For a small, tiny island like Aruba to produce 45%
That's
of
big.
whatever, anything for the whole world, that was huge for our economy back in the day. Today, as we speak right now, 95% of Aruba's economy evolved around you guys, tourism. But the first real source of income for our ancestors was the economy, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Is this the only field you have? You have
30
one
acres, 30 acres, that's what's left. Do you guys remember I told you back in the day, 2/3 of the island was covered with aloe vera? This is it right now, 30 acres, that's what's left. What happens with all the other fields, sir? Development,
Well,
houses, buildings, you name it. But you guys know what's good about growing aloe vera?
Are you the unique company here?
Forever. There was another company. There was the only company forever, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you something what's good about growing aloe vera, guys. 2 things. Number 1, there is no aloe vera season. The whole year around is aloe vera season for us, so we can keep making product the whole year round. And number 2, just because we use the same plants for 20 to 25, 30 years, we don't need any other fields. We need one good field, and we are the one who need to be smart. You know what we did? We separated the field in 220 little sections. Normally, every week, we harvest in 3 sections. But you know what? Then we say we go one more. For every, we spend 4. 4 times 52 weeks is 208 sections. We have 220. So we will never overplan. So how we work is like this. We start by section 1. We go all the way to 220. As soon as we reach 220, the 1 by 1 is fully grown again. And then we start all over again. See right there? Rotate and start.
Wow.
How many harvesters do you have?
10 guys. That's all. 10 guys. Yeah, they do it. They like the job. I don't like the job. Not even if you pay me $10,000 a month. Believe I'd rather be here 5 minutes in the shade and then we go back inside. So let's follow me, guys. Follow me.